What's up guys, Togu here, and welcome back to more Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. In the last episode, we made our way down all the way to the bottom of the Thwomp Volcano to fight Bowser and Bowser, or Baby Bowser, to try to recover Princess Peach. But unfortunately, both Peach and ourselves were captured by the Shroob Mother Ship where we are now. We're gonna have to find a way to escape this place and see if we can rescue Princess Peach in the process. There's a lot of beans to get here, and as you can imagine, this is an area you only get to visit this one time, so absolutely make sure to grab any items that you are interested in having. Actually, we do need to head back into this room because I neglected to make our way up here. For some reason I was thinking we would come back to this, but no, you actually do this right now. Good thing I paid attention to my notes. You can come up here and grab a max mushroom. How many of those do we have now? We have 8. All right, not bad. There's no equivalent of the star candy from Bowser's Inside Story in this game, obviously, because there's no bros points. So like, what are you gonna, like, there's nothing to restore other than HP. So max mushroom is for sure the best item you're gonna grab. Ah, that's right. We do need to do... Can you throw the babies up here? You can. Okay. You can throw the babies up there, or you can use the baby spin to get them across. Come on now. But you then need to bring the adults over after sending the babies up there. I like that they're adding a little bit more of a twist to some of these puzzles, or the platforming. Grab 2 Ultra Drops. Very nice. And we have to go to the right. We can see that there is an elevator over to the left of this wall, but there's a path that goes all the way around the perimeter that we can take on the top screen. Nice of them to put some, item blocks in here with items that we'd want to grab. Let's see, I think we want to, yeah, if we toss the babies up here, we can grab extra coins, and we can baby drill through here. Thankfully, they decided not to put a metal grate over that last spot to get a few coins. We'll walk back down just because I would like to be reunited when we come across inevitably a certain something that I'm sure you can imagine will be here, which is this, a new enemy, and 5 of them. This is the Guardian Shroob. These guys aren't too bad. You see, they attack just like most of the Shroobs we fought do. They just shoot very quickly. They can, of course, shoot multiple times, and they can also call in their allies by waving to do multiple shots. They can also wait for a varied amount of time, as we saw there. They can, when they raise over their head, they can shoot right away, or they can delay and shoot a little bit later. So definitely a bit of a tricky enemy to take out. Now you'll notice difference between trampolines and copy flowers. Trampoline says target all. Copy flower says target successive. So you'll keep attacking a single enemy until it dies. And I think now would be a good chance to show off that effect. I very rarely end up using these on regular enemies just because they're so powerful. But thinking about it, like, I might as well, because we have way more than I was anticipating having. You will also have potentially 1 or 2 wasted jumps. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Because the enemy jumps and targets the target that was still there, but then end up dying. For these guys, for when they team up to attack, you just need to be pretty quick on your reaction time is really all there is to it. I don't think there's any specific tell you can use to figure out when it is that they're going to... Yeah, you can't smack the other one with a hammer, even if it's in line. This isn't Chrono Trigger rules. Yeah, like when one enemy gets defeated, the brother may already be jumping towards it, so they just don't do anything. Which caught me a little off guard, because I don't think I've ever used a copy flower on a group of enemies before. I mainly just spam them on bosses, but, you know, playing this game for the first time really as, like, someone better at video games and more knowledgeable about what to do in these situations. And definitely changes my perspective on what I'm going to do. Oh, I was going to try to get a first strike on this guy. This is the only enemy that you're going to find in the entirety of the Shroob Mother Ship, so if you don't like fighting these guys, I'm sorry. If you do like fighting these guys, then have fun. Obviously, there's a limited amount of them since enemies don't respawn unless you travel back through time. And I have a feeling we're not going to be finding a time hole inside the ship. Although, that would be a great way to escape if we could find one. I just have a feeling that if we do find one, we're not going to want to come back through. And there we go. While talking, I managed to use a single copy flower to take out the entire fight. From here, I am probably just going to cut most of them out because they don't really do anything that crazy. I do have a few more items here. And then the only other thing I want to do is get the... Nope, not the baby drill. Nope. I've basically hit every button other than the correct one. We need to send babies as pancakes through here so that they can drop down. And we'll now need to wait for them to come back to grab that bean. In the meantime, we'll walk down here with the adults. All right, now grab the bean. And then over here, we can also grab a train badge A. You can see, obviously, or actually, never mind. You can't, obviously, because there's a thing too high to jump up, and only the babies can get through here. And just to confirm, it is actually too low for the Bros Ball to get through. Now, we do have two things to look at. And that Drain Badge A just reminded me. We also have to look at the Simple Badge. Now, we already have the Drain Badge somewhere. Yeah, recover a few HP, depending on how many times you damage the foe. Drain Badge A, just recover more HP. Doesn't seem necessary. Simple Badge. The smaller your stock of an attack item, the more damage it will deal. This can be really useful for those expensive items like the copy flowers. If you can't afford that many of them, oh my. I guess the Shroobs are getting their brains sucked out or something. If you can't afford a lot of a copy item, it can be really useful to have that badge on. That's the one that we got for getting the 50 or all 50 gems from that Thwomp minigame. We'll send the babies up to a higher, and we can see Shroobs on the wall spitting out goo. Very enjoyable. If we walk across here, you'll see there's a whole bunch of buttons and light bulbs. So, yeah, fun times. And is there an enemy at the very end of this? There is not. Okay. So, the use of this set of systems, if I can walk very slowly all the way back over, thank you, is that down here on the bottom screen, we are shrouded in darkness, and we can see the block in shadow for whatever reason doesn't let you hit it. So what you have to, no, not that. What you have to do is turn on the light switch, which will then make the block real. The adults can hit it, and it continues to move onwards. You then simply just walk over, hit the next light switch, which does turn off the last one. So that's why you can't just walk through, turn them all on, and then not care anymore. This isn't much of a puzzle in all honesty, but, you know, it is what it is. Hitting the block that time opens a bridge forward and then puts the block there. Again, I don't really get what the perspective, or what the purpose of this from the perspective of the Shroobs themselves would actually be. Because, like, whatever. But anyway, we hit that one, and that is the last one, opening that wall there. The babies could have already fallen down here, but the adults would not have been able to make it. And without the adults, well, actually, I wonder, could you have completely skipped that? Oh no, because the babies would not have been able to reach this block. Yeah, there you go. Hitting it does open this wall, which I was going to say lets you get this warp pipe, so maybe it's not important. But no, because you couldn't have hit the block in the first place with just the babies. Last thing to grab there is another bean, and we can go in this elevator. Yay! And if you look up at the map on the top screen, we see another kind of elevator-looking thing and a save album right before a dead end. Gee, I wonder what that could be. We can grab 2 more beans in this room. I believe that is... it's not all the beans here, but it's all the beans in this particular room. From here, I think what we need to do is use the baby spin on the corner and move diagonally. Yep, you can get right up here and grab just some coins. Whoop-de-doo. Doesn't really matter. You see some Shroob text. Oops, no. Get off. Get off. Some Shroob text there. Also, just to show, you can hit a 4-character switch without piggyback formation, but you'll automatically go into piggyback formation. And hey, it's Princess Peach. Yo-ho! Thank you, Luigi. Oh, it's a hologram? Interesting. What? Yeah, I'm with the Luigi's on this one. The adults. I guess Baby Mario's the only one not confused. But, I mean, yeah, what were you expecting? You go in the Shroob Mother Ship, and you get chased by a bunch of Shroobs who all point their guns at us. Baby Mario seems the most effective here. Oh, hey, there's the real Princess Peach. You're telling me it was that easy to get that thing off? And I guess it was Princess Shroob this whole time. And finally, we get a translation of her text. I am Princess Shroob. You interlopers will be consumed. Interesting, if you look at the Shroob text, it's just alternating the same two characters, and somehow that translates to will be consumed. I know it can be one word, right, for that tense. Wait, why is this Shroob taking photos? Huh? Yeah, and now I'm with Princess Shroob on this one, the way she's just, like, freaking out. Wow, all of those Shroobs had guards and couldn't defend themselves against this one, which is actually Kylie Koopa. Now's a chance, Whiskers, this way. Gee whiz, you were in the frying pan, but good, weren't you, boys? Who knows what would have been your fate if a certain gorgeous reporter weren't around. I love how they just agree. Well, you scratched my back, Whiskers, I scratched yours. Now we're all square. Well, I guess we didn't save you from Yub. Yub just spit you out. We just saved you from Petey. Did you really think that was the real Princess Peach this whole time? Hate to break it to you boys, but that was Princess Shroob. I mean, yeah, we just saw that. Or I guess just confirming that it was the whole time and not just right at the end. What's that? You took that dame through a time hole to the future Mushroom Kingdom? I don't think she's gonna believe what we're saying. Babies are just having fun jumping in an elevator. Gotta say, that was always a fun thing to do. Gee whiz, I gotta say, fellas, I'm all back to front of this whole can of wigglers. Are you saying, or not all, are you, I don't know what you just said there. You saying you think that was Princess Shroob's plan all along? Talk about a twist. Yeah, she sets herself up as Princess Peach and infiltrates Peach's castle in the future. What she's really after is the chance to conquer the Mushroom Kingdom of your time, too. The gall of this gal. Things didn't work out so well for our Mrs. Purple Poison now, did they? That lump Bowser, if that's what you called him, hadn't gotten into the mix. I'm sorry, isn't that Prince Bowser, like Prince of the Koopas? Aren't you a Koopa? Shouldn't you know who he is? I'm just blowing hot air over here. Whoa. Remember this little beauty? Yeah, sure you do. It's bigger than you. How did you just put that in your inventory? It just may be the key to victory, Whiskers. And after stalling halfway up for so long to let us talk, we finally reach the top. This dame's got a hunch. At day's end, this will be the biggest, bestest scoop in the history of scoops. Yeah, they're like, all right, show a little get up and go, Whiskers. It's gravy time. Feast of peepers on my big break. Automatically exit the elevator, and we have what very much looks like a pre-boss room. Except this time they're not even giving us a bunch of bros items. They just give you beans, as well as a 1-up super. Definitely worthwhile. I'm not going to save now because I don't like saving during videos, but you can see that's the photo for saving in the Shroob Mother Ship. The photo for Thwomp Volcanoes was pretty funny. I neglected to show it off, but hey, go play the game yourself. I also just realized I forgot to heal. Oops. Look, fellas. You can bet your Whiskers this is where that key goes. And now, at long last, the secret of the Shroobs, the scoop of a lifetime. Something's thumping in there. Or somewhere. I would have been a bit more, cautious Love how they're just playing around like babies. Let's see it. Oh. Hey, what gives? This ain't good. Oh, raspberries. What done for? Luigi has the flutter jump, and she grabs the key. And I guess this thing just decided to open at the perfect time. Maybe the key also does that, who knows? No, why, heart? Why does everything always come up lemons? Somebody help. I don't think there's anybody in there that you actually would want to help you. You say anybody, but, yeah, maybe not Princess Shroob. Oh, put that Shroob down. Bonk. And they're just perfectly happy with themselves. But hey, up on top of the ship, we've got Baby Bowser. Quaha! What's all the racket about? Somebody eating cookies in there. I'm starving up here. Here I come, cookie hogs. There's no way this could go poorly. Here. He falls right on in. And hides a little bit. I'll be honest, I don't actually remember what happens to Bowser Jr. at the, or I keep saying that, Baby Bowser at this point. There's Toadbert. We've got to repair the village by Boogity. Oh, that image keeps popping up in my brain. You know what I decided? I'm not going to think about it anymore. I'm having fun with the Yoshis, and that's good enough for me. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Bonk. Head trauma part 2, I guess. What a escape, and what a drop. The ship must have been moving pretty fast for her to land here, but not us. I remember! Well, that's just great. Seemed pretty cheerful about it. And the adults land in perfect formation. And perfect 10s from the babies as well. Got pose too. Seem to be improving my landing skills the more I get thrown about like luggage. Now then, my super sensors indicate this is Toad Town. Seems to have taken an extengular amount of damage. Shall we inspect that shop? Perhaps there is someone we can speak to, if you follow. If you'll notice, we are now in Toad Town, and down there in the bottom left corner of the map is that time hole we came through all that time ago from the basement of Peach's castle. So even after 3 areas now, we are still not able to return just quite yet. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. In the next one, we will begin exploring Toad Town with all of its strange purple growths. Maybe they're just having a party. Maybe it has absolutely nothing to do with the Shroobs. One can only hope. See you guys then.